I have a set of data, employee data with employment date, gender, location, job grade, currency, basic pay, all the way, all salary, dates, promoted, number of days that they worked in a year. So what we want to do is we want to pay a bonus for anyone who worked for 12 months in the previous year. Say 12 months continuously, you get 50% of your salary prorated. But if you were employed, say in December, you only get to get a bonus for 1 month. So you get the prorate, which will be your basic pay. Then we prorate one of 12 months. That is why you get this. Now, there are random employment dates right from 2017 to 2025. We have the basic pay there. In the year, you might have been promoted. For example, this person was promoted in October. Means that you get a prorated bonus for the basic pay. You are getting 500,000 previously before October. So that means we'll pay you 10 months at the 500,000 salary, and then the remaining October, November, December, 3 months, you get on the new pay of 1 million. So what we want to do is compute the number of months that person worked. Now, using a combination of date functions, DATEDIF, dates, and if you want to compute that. So I'm going to start this on a clean slate by generating the date. So I'll take this to a new sheet, paste it here, make it much more visible. So the employment date, I'm going to generate dates. So I'll put in, if say the first day is 1/1/2018 to, let's say, December 1, so December 1, 2025. Then I'll generate this using the function randomized between January 1, 2018 to December 1, 2025. Then I'm going to drag this. Let's say I have about 100 staff. So I'm going to drag this to 100, like that. Then override that, of course, so that I remove the run between, and then change this to a short date. Now I have various dates. I'm not going to mind about gender, currency. Then so I'm going to just make this disappear like that. Then the basic pay, I'm going also to randomize between 10,000 to say 1 million shillings. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. Copy this down. Perhaps I can even delete these columns because I don't need that. So I'm going to copy that and paste back as values, and then change it to a number. I'm going to pick random people when that were promoted. So I'll say this person was promoted March 1, 2025. And this one, another person here was promoted October 1, 2025. Fine. Now after that, this is what they are getting paid now. This person was getting paid, let's say 85,000, and then this other person was getting paid 300,000. So this is okay. You have to have it 2 people. Now I want to know, there are 2 things here. There are people who we obviously have worked for 12 months. If your employment date is anything that is less or equals to January 1, 2025. So that is where I'm going to start from. So I'll say is equals to if this date is less than 1st January, so that anyone who was in employment last year or the previous year, 12 months to current date, then will be computed. So we'll say using the date, and then the year is 2025, comma, month, comma 1, like that. If that date is less than January 1, 2025, then we'll say that person has worked for 12 months. So I'll enter like that. It will give me 12 months for anyone who has worked 12 months continuously. You can see that. That's good. Now, we realize that there are people who were employed in the year. This person here, this person was employed this year as well. And then this one was also employed this year. Like that. And same time, so we're going to pull this so that, let's say, this person was the one who was promoted. So this person was employed this year. Now, if you're employed this year, we want to know the number of months. Yeah, so we'll say if. So value if false is if this date here is greater or equals to dates, then we'll start using 2025, 1, 1. Then we will subtract the end of the year minus the employment date. Then we'll say date we'll say the current the end of the year minus that employment date. So we'll say dated if. So dated if is not in the formula library, but it's used to calculate the number of months between two dates. So dated if is date which is end of the year 2025, 12/31, and so that will be dated if. So I'll use dated if, then employment date, comma, then date which is end of the year 2025, 12/31, like that. Then I'll use M. So it will show me that anyone who was employed in December is 0 months. But because I want to qualify anyone who was employed this year, even December, to have at least 1 month, so I'll add here and type +1. So when I copy downwards like this, you'll see now this person was employed before 2018, that's why it's 12 months, gets the full 12 months. This person gets 1 month. And then down here, there is this person, I can see 1825, this one here. So gets 6 months as well. Now the next argument is for people who got promotion. So we want to know, I add another column and say months after promotion, like this. Or I could put here and say if you are promoted, then it must be blank. So I'll say first, so that it does not qualify this person, the full 12 months. So I just want the number of months from January to the date of the promotion. So I'll come here and put an argument that says if the date promoted is not empty, so it will be equals to if this cell is not empty, then it will be the number of months between the date of the promotion to from January to the date of promotion. So it will be date 2025, 1, 1 up to the date of promotion, like that, comma, then M+1. Remember to put a comma. So when you apply the function. So you can see when you apply that function, now if C4 is not blank, then it will calculate the number of months from the date of employment, from January to the date of promotion, but gives you 2 months. So here I'll need, so it will be January and February. So if it's less than that, so this will be, if this person was promoted, then it will give us the number of months before promotion is 2 months. Now we want to know the number of months after promotion, which is April to December. So we'll come back here and type is equals to if this person was promoted, so this cell is not blank, then it will be this dated if. So I'll use dated if, right? Dated if. So dated if calculates the number of months, or the number of months between two dates. So dated if, as dated if promotion date, comma, then the end of the year, which is date value. So I'll put date 2025, comma 12, comma 31. Then convert it into months like that, plus 1. So you'll see quickly that this person worked for 2 months, then promoted, then worked another 10 months. Then I'll give this, otherwise it will be 0, like that. The value if false will then be 0, like that. So now we know for anyone who was in employment before January this year must get 12 months. This person worked only for 1 month, that is in December. This person worked for 2 months, then was promoted, and then worked for 10 months. This person was worked for 6 months, and then this other person, like that. Now, when we want to compute the bonus, we want to calculate out the bonus. If say you are getting 50% for 12 months, so it will be is equals to, then we'll say the number of months worked this year prorated times this, plus if you are promoted times new salary, that new is this was this, and this was this. Yeah, okay, like that, then divide by 12. That calculation would be, so let's say this is the new salary, so it should be higher. So let's say this is 200, and then this is 1 million. 1 2 3 1 2 3. It has to make sense, so that this is the new salary. So because we are saying what we are paying you, the prorated after you get promotion, so it will be is equals to, modify here, yes. Then now if say this is now the promotion, so you can see what we are trying to work on is make sure that people who were promoted or people who only worked for 1 month this year get the bonus that they deserve. Thanks for watching.